Hi, everybody. Lana here, and this is my November wrap up. Eight Will Roll by Josh Winning, a slasher horror novel, light slasher, I would say. I did a separate video on it. Go check it out. Really enjoyed this book. I can recommend it. The Haunting of Rookwood House by Darcy Coates. Also did a separate video on that one. Go check it out. It's a haunted house story. I quite enjoyed it, but I'll leave it in your hands if you want to read it. The Tenant by Frida McFadden. If you've read Frida McFadden, you know how it goes. Quite enjoyed this one though. It's like my guilty pleasure books. I did a separate video on that one. Go check it out. Now we come to Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell. Now, whenever I read one of Lisa Jewell's books, I ask myself during the reading, why do I not read more of this woman's books? Thriller book. If you're familiar with her work, then you know how her books are. It's about a girl who goes missing. The guy that's a suspect is this creepy guy. He's weird. He's awkward around women and people in general. But there's also a family living across the road, and it's a psychologist or psychiatrist with his wife and two children, and he was his psychiatrist. So, who's responsible for the disappearance of this girl? You'll have to read the book to find out. I know I'm not saying a lot about it. Just trust me. It was a nice thriller if you're into a light thriller if you want to read something like that. And then In at the Deep End by Kate Davies. Now, this book was so far out of my normal reading reading genres. It's a comedy, I guess you would say. It's a bit raunchy. It calls a spade a spade. It's a bit on the nose. It's about a woman, Julia, who has been without a bedfellow for 3 years, and she just hasn't had pleasant experiences or memorable experiences. And then she goes to a party and she sees a lesbian there who makes eyes at her. And eventually, one thing leads to another. She has one night of wild passion with this woman, and then the next day she decides that's it. She's done with men. She's now a lesbian. And then this book explores her deep dive into the world of lesbians, I guess. She gets involved with a woman who doesn't believe in monogamy. She likes to go to parties. She likes S&M. So that's why the book is called In at the Deep End, because she's really in at the deep end. Quite enjoyed it. It was quite funny, um, and sad at some parts as well. But just be aware, it's a bit like I said, raunchy. It's a bit on the nose, but I enjoyed it. Full of British humor. Quite liked it. If you're into some queer reading, check it out. And that is my wrap up for the month of November. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, or follow depending on the platform. And for those of you who've done so far, thank you very much. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.